X of Execution Godmo here, and welcome to my 200th video special. For my 200th video special, these suggestions ranged from, well, basically they were all in real life videos. So this is a proper one. Never done this before. I did do a brief appearance in my setup video. That was a while ago. As you can see, hair is definitely longer than it was in that video. It is very, very hot in the UK right now. It is 24th of July. I don't know when this video will go up, especially what I've got planned for it. It's my 200th video, I've got to put effort in. So what I thought I'd do is I'd actually go through my game collection. Over the past couple of months, I'd say, 2, maybe 3 months, I've been really into collecting games. I always made the vow that I'd never sell games again, probably about 2 years ago. I really do like my games, and I'm very OCD about the condition of them. So the games I do have, I'd like to say, are in pretty good condition, considering. And I've got a couple of new ones which I'd like to show you, you know, for future reference. And for most of the games I'm going to show you, I will also show a snippet of gameplay, which I thought would be really cool, especially for the games that you've never seen before, because you have the recording devices. So I thought we'd jump into it. These range from, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These range for 8 different consoles or systems or platforms. There's a good way. Platforms. I don't have many games. I don't want to say I have lots of games, but it's because when I buy games, I want to make sure I like the game before I buy it, because I don't like wasting money on stuff like that. So I'll start off with some slightly older stuff, with Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Now, unfortunately, none of these are boxed, because when I got a couple of these games back when I was a kid, you know, at the time, I never thought that I'd be, you know, keeping them and, you know, keeping the box nice and fresh and stuff like that. So the first thing I did was always end up throwing the boxes out, which I wish I never had, but I have done. I do still have the original Game Boy though, which I'm really happy about. It's just very yellow and I'm missing the back plate. But anyway, the first game I ever got for my Game Boy Advance was, can you see that? Wait, okay. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. It's an okay game. The controls for it were very hard to get used to. I haven't played this game in a long time, but it is official. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the boxes or manuals for it, as I said. The next game I got was Spyro 2: Season of Flame. This is actually a very good game, very addicting. I spent a good few hours playing this. I'm actually looking at the viewfinder on the camera I'm using, and it's reversed. I hope it isn't reversed in the actual video. If it is, I'll have to flip it round, but it's neither here or there. So this is a good game. Definitely, if you're looking for Game Boy Advance games, purchase this game. The next game I got was Super Mario World. Super Mario Advance 2. Now this is the Game Boy Advance remake of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System version, or the SNES. This cartridge also has Super Mario Brothers on it as well, like revamped version. Very good. If you've played the originals, definitely worth it. I have spent a good couple of hundred hours playing this game. It's a very good game. This is actually a mate gave this to me. This is Lego Racers 2. Quite a while ago, he actually gave this to me for free. It's okay. It's not a very good racer at all. I think the only thing that makes this game bad is the view distance. You can't see very far in front of you at all, and that makes for a terrible racing game. The next game I got was, everyone needs one of these when they have a Game Boy Advance, or a Game Boy for that matter. This is Pokemon Emerald version. Very good game. I love the Pokemon games. If you ever own a Game Boy, you need to own a Pokemon game, basically. There's nothing else to it. This is not my favourite one. I do like the originals a hell of a lot better, but it is definitely a good game. I've played through this a couple of times now. And then lastly, this was actually an eBay buy a good few months ago. Or a good few years ago, I should say. And I, at the time, had no idea what it actually was, in terms of, well, I'll get into it. It's a copy of Pokemon Fire Red. Now, if you live in the UK, well, actually, that doesn't matter where you live, you've probably realised that this doesn't look like a real cartridge of Pokemon Fire Red. And it has taken me a while to realise, but no it isn't. This is actually a fake copy of Pokemon Fire Red. And it is also a USA copy of a fake copy of Pokemon Fire Red. Now luckily, this is not a bad fake. Luckily it does actually work with all copies I've ever tried it with. It connects fine, so I'm not too bothered by it, because I still have played this game many times. But this is actually a fake, which I didn't realise. And then finally, this is actually the oldest game I own, which is Wario Land for the original Game Boy. This game is basically Mario. You just play a fat Mario. It's not a bad game, it's okay, but it is definitely the oldest game I own. The only thing that I think that has ruined it is I don't know if you can see that, it's got a couple of notches out of it here, and then the label at the top is worn, but it's not too bad. I'm a bit OCD with condition, but overall it's not too bad. So yeah, that's for Game Boy Advance. Let's keep the handheld tradition going with the PlayStation Portable. The first 2 games I got actually, but I'll do them one at a time. These are complete and boxed. They're all in really good condition. It is Test Drive Unlimited for the PlayStation Portable. As you can see, manual's still in there in very good condition, and the UMD is still there. This is a brilliant game for the PlayStation Portable. I've spent hundreds of hours playing this. It's probably one of my favourites. I do also own this for another console, which you'll see in a bit. Very good game. I would definitely think of purchasing it if you are looking to collect for the PlayStation Portable. The next game I got, which is all on the same day, anyone that owns a PlayStation Portable needs to own one of these games at least, or have played it, because they are by far the best. And that's Monster Hunter. This is Monster Hunter Freedom 2. Now there aren't many of these games actually released in English. They have released a couple, but most of them are actually Japanese. Now this is one of the most famous ones released for the UK, or for the rest of the world, not Japan. It's not the newest by any means, but this is the only one that I own a physical copy of, with the original instructions and the UMD there. No damage to the box whatsoever. A couple of little like small scratches from wear, but overall an incredibly good game. Definitely worth buying, even if you don't buy this one, if you buy one of the other English versions. And then the last boxed copy of PSP I have, yes, these are collections, this collection is pretty small, is God of War Chains of Olympus. Now, why would one of my YouTube names be God of Moon? Now, without me owning a God of War game. Now, this is actually, sadly, the only God of War game I own. There you go, you can see it fully. It's the only God of War game I actually physically own. Although, it's even got the original inserts and the manual. As you can see, there's the manual there. The artwork on this is amazing. It's a really good game. It's a really solid game. I loved playing through this. I've played through it 3 or 4 times now. And obviously this is the type of game that one of my names is based on. So I needed to own one at least. Although I have played through 1, 2, 3 and this. The only one I haven't played through is the second PSP version. I own a copy of it. I actually have a ISO copy of it, if you know what that means. But I haven't played through it yet. So I need to, but very good game to own. Never ever going to sell this, ever. And then finally, the last PSP game I own, it is not boxed, it is a little bit damaged and it doesn't have any instructions with it at all, is, I hope you can see this on the camera, it's Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Still a very good game. The only problem is the UMD case is a little broken. Now it does play, I know this for a fact, I've played this many times. Unfortunately, if I was going to collect for the PSP, I would get a better copy. Okay, so that is cleared that up. Now I'm thinking we move back a generation and then start working forward. So, although actually I'll do these first. This is PC. Now, I do own more of these, but obviously because it's PC, most of them are on Steam now. But these are the actual games I own a physical copy of and are all in very good condition. The first game is surprisingly cheap still. I bought this for £4, I think. It wasn't even on sale, and it is a very, very good game. It is fairly old, I'm not going to lie. It is fairly old, and we look at the date, 2002, but it is Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom. I love this game. This game is so good. It's kind of think like Age of Empires, but kind of not. It's kind of better. I actually really, really like this game. And it's all complete, the case is in really good condition. It has the manuals, and it has the little quick sheet that comes with it. I really love this game, and it is so cheap. Believe me, it is so cheap. I don't think the multiplayer stuff for this game is actually up anymore, but if you need something to keep your mind going, this is it. This is such a good game. I recommend anyone that has a PC to get it. It'll run on any modern PC. Next, anyone that's ever owned a PC has played this game, and that's The Sims. Now this is the deluxe edition, so it comes with the original. This is the original Sims 1, not Sims 2 or 3. This is the original Sims. This is the deluxe edition, which comes with the Living It Up expansion pack. It's all complete, all here, lovely condition. All 3 discs. The other disc should be down there, and then there's those 2 discs there. And obviously, no Sims collection we complete without the expansion packs. So I have the Hot Date expansion pack, the On Holiday expansion pack, the House Party expansion pack, and finally, the best one in my opinion, the Unleashed expansion pack, which is, they're all there, all boxed, all with the original instructions and everything, which is brilliant. And then finally, if you've been following my Facebook since sort of February, March time, you would know I own a copy of this. I also did own 2 copies of this, but XNF Assassin now has my other copy. And that is Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I don't have to say anything about this. I'm not even going to show gameplay of this because you can just go watch my other videos. Amazing game. Absolutely amazing game. I need to play more of this. I just haven't got around to it. Oh, it's so hot. Play it. I don't need to say it's all boxed and complete because it is in absolutely mint condition. Okay, so let's drop back to the PlayStation 2. All of these, as far as I'm aware, are boxed and complete. The boxes are in pretty good condition, apart from this first game I'm going to show you, because this game was actually given to me. And that's the original Burnout. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually got writing up here, and it's got lots and lots, I don't know if you can see that. It's got lots and lots of dips in the case, lots of tears in the case. The manual is here, and I can't actually remember the condition of the disc. I'm actually going to look. Yeah, the disc isn't amazing condition either, but it is still a very good game. When I do eventually start collecting for the PlayStation 2 properly, I will definitely try and get another copy of this in good condition. Next up, this is another game that was given to me. It's all here. I'll just look at the condition of the disc. The disc is not bad. Just the insert for the front of the case is a bit off, and it's missing one of the clips on the case. But it's Simpsons Road Rage. Good game. I remember playing this for hours and hours and hours. I didn't own this for a couple of years, and then someone else gave it to me again. You see there's a little bit of a off cut on this top bit here. The rest of the case is in fine condition. It is just this little clip here is broken. But other than that, it's all there. Disc is in actually surprisingly good condition. I forgot how good condition it was in. The next game I own, now, unfortunately, a mate actually gave me. Keep getting given a lot of these games actually. I was actually given this game. He didn't particularly like it, and I'm always up for a free game. Unfortunately, when he was going to give it, when the only time he could give it to me, I was out and it was raining. So he said he would put it in my back garden because it's quite easy to get to, and hide it from the rain. So when I get back, I find out that it was hidden underneath a car tyre, and it's still got soaking wet, which is really unfortunate. And that game is Drakengard. Now it's a Japanese RPG, I guess, but the combat is not very JRPG-ish. It's quite a fun game. It's it can be boring, and the graphic scenario, the graphic scenery is terrible. But it's not a bad game. Now, unfortunately, it's got a lot of water damage. There's lots and lots of wrinkles and stuff like that in the case. There's a little dent down here. But the disc is here and the manual's here. The disc is in pretty good condition, and the manual is surprisingly in good condition. I can speak, despite the water damage. So I'm quite happy about that. One of the greatest games ever made, I've got to admit. I absolutely adore this game. I'm annoyed that I ended up getting it on Platinum, but that is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Amazing game. Anyone that's ever owned a PlayStation, a PC, or an original Xbox, you should have played this game by now. It's freaking amazing. I bought this game brand new. I think it was £15. It's all there, mint condition. Disc is in perfect condition. The case is in brilliant condition. Love this game. If you're looking to buy for the PlayStation 2, buy this game. Now back to a game that I mentioned in my PSP collection. That's Test Drive Unlimited. This is actually PlayStation 2 is actually the console I bought this for first. Graphically, obviously, this version is better. So it's all there. It's all in really, really good condition. The disc has got a little scratch on it. Unfortunately, I did lend this game to a mate, good few years back, and unfortunately he had a little bit of a crushed bag incident, shall we say, and it was in the bag. And unfortunately, it did rip the case here. Hang on, you see that? It did rip the case here, and there's a little bit of a damage on the case there. Unfortunately, I don't blame him for it. It happens. But unfortunately, if I want to collect for it and have a good, decent collection, I will have to buy this game again. But I doubt it's very expensive. Yet again, another truly classic title for the PlayStation 2, and that's Gran Turismo 4. I know some people prefer Gran Turismo 3, but I actually prefer Gran Turismo 4. I think this game is amazing. This game was actually also given to me because the guy didn't want to play it anymore. So he gave it to me. The manual is all there. I'm pretty sure the disc is in good condition. Yeah, the disc is in immaculate condition, which I'm really happy about. I actually thought there was something wrong with this, but there obviously isn't, which is a bonus, really. So yeah, Gran Turismo 4. Collecting, get it. And then finally in my PlayStation 2 collection is Canis Kenamedit, or if you're American, Bully. I can't remember why in Europe its name was changed. Freaking amazing game. If you love Rockstar, you love the Grand Theft Auto series, get this game. This is the first PS2 game I owned. I know it's quite late in the PlayStation 2's life cycle, but I personally never owned a PlayStation 2 till quite late. It is all there. It's all... Disc is in reasonable condition. I think I have lent this game to someone before as well. Unfortunately, it appears to have a small amount of water damage on it. But I don't think this game is particularly expensive, so I'll definitely try and get another copy of this. So that's my PlayStation 2 collection. Moving on up to the actual biggest collection I have, which is original Xbox. Now, this stack is reasonably big. Most of these games I bought, a couple of them were given to me, I think. So I'll point them out when we get there. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know this next game. I'm not going to show gameplay for it because it's been on my channel before, and that's Fable: The Lost Chapters. Unfortunately, this is the Classics copy. This was actually a Christmas present from my parents, so I can't exactly turn it down. But it's still a very good game. It's still exactly the same game. I did also own the original copy, but because I had this, I didn't realise I was going to be collecting at the time, so I actually gave the original copy to a friend that also loved the game as well. It's all here, as this is basically my favourite game of all time. Unfortunately, because it has been played so much, it has a very small scratch on the disc. But other than that, it is all here. I love this game. If I could, I want to get another mint condition copy of this game. Next up is, let me take this little bit out, is Halo 2. Excuse me. Now I'm going to say this is a very, very horrible, horrible copy of this game. The game itself is amazing, but this is a horrible, horrible copy of this game. A mate lent it to me, and we both forgot I had it, and I never had to give it back. He now lives somewhere else, so it's a horrible, horrible copy of the game. It's all damaged. Around the back, it's all damaged. There's no manual, and the disc itself, I want to see if I can get it in a good light for you to see the scratches. You probably can't, but the scratches on this are insane. Put it this way, on the main menu loading screen, it freezes at 73% and then restarts again. Sometimes you can get it to work, sometimes you can't. It's a shame because it's a good game. Moving on. When I got my original Xbox, my parents got me the special deal which came with 2 free games. So they were never in the original cases, they were always in these little sleeves. And one of those games was Halo Combat Evolved. Now, I haven't treated this copy of the game very well, because as you can see it says not for resale, which is the one that came with the original Xbox as like an original game you get with it. I do want to get the original copy in a case and everything like that, and get the anniversary edition, which I don't have. So, there you go. I own a copy of the original Halo as well. I'll put that down there. Next up is a reasonable driving game, which is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. I know there was a Dub Edition remix, which is just basically the same game but added stuff. The case is a little warped on the front, you probably can't see that, but it's all here. Oh, it's actually got a broken little clip on the inside. It's been a while since I've actually opened these. But I think the disc is in good condition. Yeah, the disc is in very good condition. I have spent a long time playing this game and thoroughly enjoy it. Now, this is possibly my favourite driving game ever, and I think it was severely, severely underrated. And that game is Sega GT Online. Now, I also have inside here the original Sega GT 2002 game with the Jet Set Radio Future game on here as well. They're both on the same disc. Now, Sega GT 2002 is the original game of Sega GT Online. It just has less cars and no online capabilities. Whereas Sega GT Online is the same game, but with more cars, more tracks, and it's online enabled. Well, it was online enabled. Obviously, original Xbox Live no longer exists. And this is by far my favourite driving game of all time. It's all here, it's all in really, really good condition. The disc is in immaculate condition, and I think when I purchased this it cost me £4, and that included the original as well. And I believe I've never actually taken this original and put it in a console. It is not in the best condition. I've just looked, it is not in the best of conditions. But seriously, if you're looking for a really good driving game, and you have an original Xbox or a 360, oh no, this doesn't work on a 360. This game is too old. My bad. Okay, if you're on an original Xbox, definitely buy this game. It is very, very good. Another very, very good game. Unfortunately, my case seems to have a couple of notches out of it. But if you're on an original Xbox or a PC, I think it might have been for the PlayStation 2, but I'm not completely sure. And that is Star Wars Republic Commando. Incredibly good game. No joke, this still works for the 360. I've even played it online on the 360. Very, very good game. I didn't buy this new, but I did get a copy of it new when someone gave it to me. It is all here. It's got a little small notch at the bottom of the manual, but it's all here. I'm pretty sure the disc is in. Disc has got a couple of little scratches on it, but other than that, if you're collecting, get it. Very good game. Now, the next 2 games I'm going to show you were actually given to me, and I have not played one of them. The first one I'm going to show you I have played a little bit of, not too much. I need to play some more. It still has the pre-owned stickers on it from when they got it. But the first one is The Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. It is a RPG game. As I said, I haven't played much of it to be able to tell you much about it. But when I got it, It was in very good condition. It still is in very good condition. I don't even think the disc has actually been into my console yet. So it's not in, the disc itself isn't in amazing condition, but it's pre-owned and it's from the UK, so I can't really expect much better. Now the next one, the case itself is in pristine condition. But I have not put this game, I haven't even tried this game, I don't know if it works. But I just loved how well it was looked after, and it looks pretty cool. And that's Van Helsing for the original Xbox. This case that I have here is in pristine condition. I love it. It is also complete with the pristine instruction manual. Wow, that is in really good condition. We're still with the fold-out bits, not damaged. And it also has the original insert from when it was released. I really should have looked at this beforehand, but this was given to me a while ago and I just never got round to it. And the disc is in very, very good condition. I might actually have to give this game a go. Also guys, while I'm going through these, if you notice a game that you'd like me to try, let's play, or something like that, or you want me to do something on one of those games, let me know. I'm always open for requests. The next game, very good game. I kind of wish I bought it for the PS2 instead of the original Xbox, but it was cheap for the original Xbox, so I just bought it. And that's Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. Very good, very, very good game. I hope most of you have actually played this game. Got a little cheat sheet in here. Manual is all there. The disc, I believe, is in, yep, very, very nice condition. Absolutely brilliant game. The case is in really good condition as well. Definitely suggest picking it up. Next up, I'm a pretty big Sega fan, which is surprising because I don't actually own a Sega console. I really, really want to own the Sega Dreamcast again. But Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow was always my favourite character from the Sonic games. So when this game came out, I had to have it. I just had to. So this is kind of like a morality game, so you choose to be a good Shadow or a bad Shadow. It's all complete. It's a very good game. It's very, very Sonic-like. The disc is in pristine condition. Wow, I didn't even know that. I looked after this game. The manual is in pristine condition, and it still has a little Sega booklet, which I've never actually seen, that came with the game. Wow, okay, I actually want to look at this. So yeah, I have looked after this game. It's actually a very good game. I suggest playing it. I might even give it another go myself. Next up, I knew that Oblivion was coming soon. So this would have been about 5 years ago. I knew it was coming soon, and I really, really wanted to play it because of what I'd seen from screenshots. But I'd never played any of the other Elder Scrolls games. So I went into my local game store, and I found the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind Game of the Year Edition, which has the 3 expansion packs with it, obviously already built in. So it was really cheap. It's in pretty damn good condition. So I picked it up so I could try it. So here it is. The box is in amazing condition. The manual is okay. It's not in the best of conditions, but considering how thick this manual is, I'm very, very happy with it. And the disc, in very, very good condition. It has a small crack in it, but it still works fine. Very good copy of the game. A true classic. I spent a good 30 or 40 hours playing this game. That's Spider-Man 2. Love this game. This was also released for the PS2. It's all fully complete. The box is in really, really nice condition. The disc as well. So yeah, pick that up. Also pick up The Amazing Spider-Man. I don't have it, but I've seen people that have played it and they say it's amazing, and it's so much like this game. Also, the last game that actually came free with my Xbox, I haven't got these in any order by the way, so if they just pop up randomly, you know why. And that's Splinter Cell, the original, the one that you can use to homebrew your Xbox, which is why I'm keeping it as well. So this is the one that came with the bonus DVD. I think it's the bonus DVD. No, just the bonus disc, which had an extra mission on. Both discs are in really good condition. The manual is in really good condition. The box has a little bit of a dip in it, which I really hate about game cases, but it's not too bad. The game is okay. I remember getting stuck for a very, very long time on this game. But hey, it took me a while to get into it. Next up, a game that I've barely touched. It was given to me for free. The case has seen better days, and that's Blade 2. It's got a couple of little notches on the front here. It's got a rip. It's kind of here on the back. It is missing its manual. Surprisingly, the disc is in reasonably good condition though. I think I've played this game once or twice. I didn't really get into it, so I just put it down. I'm going to keep it anyway. If I can get a manual for it, I can get a manual for it, and then I'll have a complete copy of Blade 2 for the original Xbox. And then finally, on the original Xbox front, is Enter the Matrix. I also know this came out for the PS2. My dad still owns his copy for the PS2. Annoying thing about this case is it still has the sticker mark on it. But other than that, it's in very, very good condition. It's all complete. It still has this little cheat sheet in here. I can't remember why. I haven't played these in a while. The disc is in very, very good condition. It's an okay game. I can enjoy playing this game. And it's made by Atari. Alright, so that gets the biggest collection I have out of the way. So let's go up a generation to the Xbox 360. All of these games... Actually, only one of these games I actually bought new. One of them was given to me, and the others I bought second hand, but they're in good condition. First up, Forza Motorsport 3. I actually still prefer this game to Forza 4. I think Forza 4 is just this game, but ever so slightly better. This is the Ultimate Collection Edition. It's all there. Both discs are in there. They're in really, really nice condition. Yeah, this was bought second hand as well. I am so pleased with this. Manual is in perfect condition. Well worth the purchase. This is actually XNF Carbon's copy of Fable 2. I think we both forgot that I had it. He can have it back any time. I don't particularly like the game at all. I just haven't seen him in a very long time. But it's in good condition. I don't think the disc is in particularly good condition. The disc has seen better days. It's not brilliant. It's not bad, but it's not brilliant either. The manual is in very good condition though. So, Fable 2. This purchase I am incredibly proud of. It's an incredibly good game, and it's Left 4 Dead, the original. I do like Left 4 Dead 2 as well. They're both equally as good games, but this was a second-hand buy for like £5 off eBay. The case is in immaculate condition. The manual is in even better condition, and the disc near enough perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better purchase, if I'm honest, and I love this game to bits. Next up is Halo Reach. I really got into the Halo series when I started watching Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter and stuff like that. And I really wanted to play this game because it looked super fun. And I was right, this is actually an incredibly good game. I was expecting after Halo 3 for all of the games to be terrible, but because Halo Wars was... ODST was just Halo 3 but slightly different. Although I haven't played too much of that, so don't quote me on what I just said. The copy of the game is okay. This was a second-hand copy from a store. The only downside I have with it is the disc has a few too many scratches than I'd like. I mean, preferably I'd like no scratches at all. But it's all there. I still have the receipt in there. Still a very good game. I still play it. The only game I actually bought new, and this was actually on the release night, Modern Warfare 3 obviously. No gameplay of this because you've already seen gameplay of this on my channel. So I won't even go into it. It's still in very good condition. I don't think the disc is in here. No, it's still in my Xbox. But obviously it's still in good condition. Second-hand buy was Modern Warfare 2. This was an eBay jobby. It's in okay condition. I'm not going to joke about it. The manual has a little bit of a dent in it, which OCD just kicks in. And the disc is okay, but it still plays. They're all installed on my Xbox anyway. So yeah, no gameplay from that because I think you've even seen gameplay from this from both PS3 and 360. Next up is, I can't even show you the case, is Call of Duty 4. Now the reason it is in a blank case like this is when my dad bought his first Xbox, it was off eBay, and the guy said in the listing that he was going to give him Godfather and Call of Duty 4. But in the Godfather case was another copy of Call of Duty 4, so my dad had 2 copies of Call of Duty 4. So when I got my Xbox, he gave it to me. But obviously he never had a case. So I just found an empty case I had and put it in. The disc is in okay condition. I mean, some of the early 360 discs did have major problems with breaking. Luckily that is still a reasonably good copy. And then finally for my 360 collection, obviously it's Call of Duty Black Ops. I know the last couple of games I've shown you have been the Call of Duties, no gameplay from them. This is another second-hand buy. It's okay, the disc isn't too bad. There you go, Call of Duty Black Ops. So, that's my 360 collection. We only have 2 consoles left. PlayStation 3, and then the one that I want to show you afterwards. So, what I will do is I will try and get the basic ones out of the way first. So first up I have Call of Duty Black Ops, we've just seen, but this is the hardened edition because this is the first console I bought Black Ops for. So obviously it came with the medal and it came in, you know, the steel book and everything. It's in pretty good condition. I think the outer case I've got here is a little bit damaged, but other than that the manual is in here. The disc is in perfect condition. It wasn't played too much when I got it because I just, quite frankly, didn't enjoy the game. It's okay, obviously. I probably won't buy a hardened edition of a game unless I know it's going to be good anymore. So then, quickly knock these out. Modern Warfare 2, still in very good condition. It's got a couple of scratches on the top. Manual's still in there. Disc is still in perfect condition. None of my Blu-ray games or movies actually have any scratches on. I don't seem to be able to scratch them, which is awesome. Call of Duty World at War. I don't actually own this for 360 because I probably won't play it that much. I just wanted to own a copy of it. This is actually a second-hand copy as well. It's in really good condition. The manual has a small crease in it. OCD. Disc is in perfect condition. And then lastly, in the Call of Duties, I promise, Call of Duty 4. This is the Game of the Year edition. This is the first game I actually owned for my PlayStation 3. This is the first next-gen game I owned as well. So there's a couple of marks on it, but they're just coming off of my finger. It's still in really, really good condition. I've looked after it perfectly. So, yeah, everyone should own a copy of Call of Duty 4. It's the best one. Next up, I kind of wish I didn't have this on Platinum, but it's not too much of an issue. It's Elder Scrolls Oblivion Game of the Year edition. No gameplay of this, obviously, because you've seen it on my channel. I did 20 episodes on this game, this copy of the game as well. And the manual's in there, nice and clean. The disc is in perfect condition, and the case is in pretty damn good nick as well. Nope, that's not even my game. I bought this game brand new, but it was nice and cheap. Fallout New Vegas. I've only played about 8 hours of this game. I played it for the first few days I had it, and I enjoyed it. And then, I can't remember what it was, but I think it was another game came out, and I just started playing that. So this is actually in mint condition. There's nothing wrong with it. It still has the receipt in it from when I bought it January last year. It's been played twice. I will play it some more, I promise. It's in really good condition, and I really enjoy the game. I also bought this next game, brand new. It was only a £5, but it's definitely a game that needs to go down in history. I absolutely love this game, and it's Unreal Tournament 3. Even the downloadable content for this game is free. Absolutely love this game. It's in mint condition, nothing wrong with it at all. Definitely try and get this game, no matter what platform you get it for. Next up is Grand Theft Auto 4. Very good game, as we all know. This was actually a second-hand buy. Unfortunately, it has a small dip in the case here. It's a little bit grubby as well, which I'm surprised because I thought I would have cleaned this. It came with the map and everything. I just can't put the map in there properly. It has the full instruction manual, and the disc is in perfect condition. So, good game, definitely a good game. And then finally, this was nice and cheap. This was actually a game that XNF Carbon bought at the same time, and XNF Nemesis bought at the same time, because it was nice and cheap in our local HMV store. Unfortunately, they got it for 360 because they don't have a PS3, and because I didn't have a 360 at the time, I bought it for PS3. We actually bought it for the map editor, and that's Far Cry 2. This is the Platinum Edition. I kind of wish I didn't get the Platinum Edition, but I did at the time. I can't remember why. It's all here. It's in really good condition. It's still got the map. It still has the instruction manuals. So there. It's a good game, kind of. I can't wait for Far Cry 3 though. That looks really, really good. So yeah, that's my PlayStation 3 collection all finished. And now finally onto the last bit of this video. I've recently started collecting retro stuff. I only have 3 games at the moment, but I also had to buy the console as well, with all the leads and stuff like that. I don't have it with me right now, because as you probably tell, I'm actually in my room. The lighting in my room at the moment is terrible, so I've just changed rooms. It's actually the Nintendo 64. I have got a perfectly mint condition, boxed, with original instructions, real warranty paperwork and everything. It's in amazing condition. Nintendo 64, it came with a controller, came with a power pack. All I did was buy a composite cable for it, plugged it straight in, and it works beautifully. Now I wanted games for it, and I want them to be in as best condition as they possibly can. So, for the first couple of games I bought, they're obviously classics. I know they're common, but they came boxed with their instruction manuals and everything. And it even has the poster that came with it. I can't remember which one it is. I think it might be this first one. And that's Mario Kart 64. This box is not in terrible condition. It's really not in terrible condition, but it's not in bad condition compared to what I've seen in some. And there's the cartridge, you know, there's the warranty information, and there is the almost pristine manual, which I was so happy about. As a collector, seeing all of this together and it being in possibly the best condition it could possibly be is mind-blowing. So I'm looking at the box, trying to put it back together, and nicely. So, seriously good buy. That cost me about £16, I think it was. Well worth the buy. You know, this is a classic game, going to go down in history. So then what better next, once you've bought Mario Kart 64, you've got to get Super Mario 64. Obviously, fully boxed. The box of this is a little bit in worse condition, but same with Mario Kart 64, it came fully boxed with possibly the best condition manual I've ever seen of any game ever, even new ones. Doesn't even look like it's ever been opened. It is in that good condition. So, and then finally onto the last. I will sort that afterwards. I'll damage it. The last game I have to show you guys. It is possibly one of my favourite games ever, and I managed to get it fully boxed, almost fully boxed, and that is Pokemon Stadium. Don't look at that price, because this is actually the original price it was sold for when it was new, back in 1997. I think it was 97. This is also the big box, so it comes with a transfer pack. I can actually take all this out because there's no innards. That's the only problem with this. So, you know, there's the cartridge, all nice, good condition. The Game Boy transfer pack, all I need now is get one of the original Game Boy games again. This is all in really nice condition as well. It came with obviously the warranty information, the transfer pack instruction booklet, a pristine manual, and, which I was so amazed about, one of those Nintendo Mario games I have also has this as well, but I can't remember which one. It also has a pristine Nintendo poster that came with it. So on this side is all Nintendo 64 stuff, and then on this side it's all Game Boy stuff. And I was so happy with this because it means someone has taken so much care of this that they haven't even opened and put the poster up. So I was really pleased with that. This cost me £17, I want to say. I think this was possibly the cheapest of the 3 games as well. So really happy with this. Now I've just got to try and get Pokemon Stadium 2, which is actually the rarer of the 2. So yeah, that's it guys. You've now seen my complete game collection. Sorry this has actually been a very long video, but it's my 200 video special. I've got to put the time and effort in. I've now got to go and record gameplay for all these to slice into the video for you guys. But I hope you enjoy it. I'm XNF Execution. You've seen my real face for 45 minutes now. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you later.